So in this episode, we're going to be discussing CreepShow The Series. Let's get started. Yes, that's right. Shudder has greenlit CreepShow The Series. Now, if you don't know what CreepShow is, it's a movie that came out in 1982. It was written by Stephen King and directed by George A. Romero. Now, CreepShow was an anthology movie which consisted of 5 short films, which were terrifying as shit, and had a huge cast. From Ted Danson to Ed Harris, to Leslie Nielsen to Hal Holbrook, and yes, even Stephen King himself appeared in it. And not only did Tom Savini do the special makeup effects in CreepShow, he also had a small role as Garbage Man number 2. And due to its success, was followed up with a sequel in 1987 called CreepShow 2, which of course was another anthology movie, again written by Stephen King, and the screenplay was done by George A. Romero, but of course in this time he didn't direct it. It was actually directed by Michael Gornick. And part 2 had another great cast, and again had Tom Savini in it. And yes, HBO did make a CreepShow 3, which went out to small little indie festivals, and you didn't really ever hear anything about it, and it's really hard to find, but you probably can find it somewhere hidden on the web if you look really, really hard. But I heard it bombed and I really didn't want to see it because I didn't want to ruin the whole greatness of CreepShow. But with that said, Stephen King is being brought back for the series. Yeah, that's right. Some of these will actually be written by not only Stephen King, but also by his son. Now, if you want to see CreepShow the series, it's only going to be available on Shudder. And if you don't have Shudder by now, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you, because Shudder is the greatest thing to come to horror since Elvira. And one of the episodes will be called Survivor Type, and it will focus on a character named Richard Pine who is shipwrecked on a desert island. And while there, he reflects on his life and does the unthinkable in order to survive. And of course, like any other anthology show, every single week will tell a different story. Now, CreepShow will probably be something like Masters of Horror, where every single episode was done by a different director and writer. Now, Masters of Horror had directors and writers such as John Carpenter to Don Coscarelli. And I would expect the same thing out of CreepShow, where they have a new famous director and writer to tell a new story every single week. Now, this will be released sometime later this year, and again, as I said, it will debut on Shudder. Now, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch Shudder for free, but you won't get any of the live channels, and that's where really the cool shit starts kicking in, where you can watch stuff such as Joe Bob Briggs, where he does a special every single holiday, and a whole bunch of other really cool shit that you won't see on Amazon Prime and you can only get on the Shudder app. So if I were you, I'd go ahead and click the link down in the description below, which is just shudder.com, and sign up now. But with all that said, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Are you fucking stoked for this? I know I'm a huge fan of CreepShow, and I cannot wait for an anthology series. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, because if you don't, you'll notify of kick-ass shit such as this. And be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, because 150 likes on this channel will get you another CreepShow video on this channel. Don't forget to join us in Discord, because that's where we're all having a kick-ass time in there. Don't forget merch link down in the description below. Eat, sleep, / repeat, the 4 essentials for any horror fan. And as always, I'll see you next time.